welcome or welcome back. My name is Casey Lynn and this is Intuitive Healing. Today I decided let's do a vibe check. Let's just check in and see what the energy surrounding us is. Maybe if it's not so great energy, what our spirit guides want to give us advice on how to change it. And I thought we'd check in with every single zodiac today. So we're going to start with Aries. We're going to see what's up. We're just going to check the vibe and go from there. Ten of Cups. All right, Aries. Vibe feels pretty nice. Honestly, I'm getting the sense that like summer as a whole has been pretty good for you. It feels like maybe some emotional drama has really like come to a close for us. It feels like, you know, maybe family or friends or situations where we felt maybe misunderstood before, recently in the current energy is kind of like coming back together to be more peaceful. I think that the people in your life are leaning on you a little bit more and trusting you more, but more specifically, I feel like you guys are opening up and trusting people a little more. And I think that, you know, you've built up these boundaries or these walls and these barriers trying to protect yourself and like be a free spirit and enjoy life for what it is. And you know, your spirit guides are really talking about that. While it was supposed to be freedom for you, kind of became its own blockage, and it built up these walls and it kept people out, you know what I mean? And so recently it feels like we've come to a point where we started to feel a little emotional about that. We started to feel alienated and like we didn't have support, and all of a sudden this independence that we pride ourselves on and we love ourselves for so much all of a sudden became like a prison, is kind of what it feels like. But that's the energy leading up to now, because right now I feel like things are emotionally fulfilling for you. I feel like there are, if there's not yet, then there's going to be soon, like friends and family that are coming back around. I feel apologies. I feel a balance between, you know, good and bad. I don't think, or codependency and independence. I don't really see that like pulling of energy from people. It really just feels peaceful. I gotta be like emotionally, I gotta be honest. And that does feel like a big change for you guys. It feels like it's come from something completely opposite. So if you guys haven't experienced this yet, then like know that that change is coming. I do feel like those apologies are coming. I do feel like that tribe is coming, you know what I mean? For some people, I am seeing like a vacation. Maybe it's like a family vacation, a vacation right before kids go back to school. I don't know. And maybe we've had some anxieties over that, but it seems to go smoothly. I feel like that if it's not a vacation, it's some sort of event where the family or the friends, if it's like a music festival or something, whatever, comes together and kind of like airs out their grievances. And like by the end of it, we're all best friends again. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, good energy in the air all around, Aries. If you're feeling a little lost, if you're feeling a little isolated, just know that that's about to come to a close. All right, Taurus, let's get into it. Let's see. What's the vibe? Queen of Swords in the reverse. Girl, listen. I feel like, you know, the energy that's surrounding you guys right now is we have been more open and vulnerable and communicative than I feel like we enjoy being, than we like to be with certain people. And there's this like expectation we have that when I'm open and when I'm honest and I'm vulnerable and I'm telling you that things need to change, then they need to change. And it's like this energy and this time you've been putting forward into trying to heal something, trying to discuss something, maybe bring something to somebody's attention. It's like it's going on unheard ears or whatever. Like it's not being absorbed. And so the energy surrounding you right now, I feel like a lot of you guys are fighting with internally with like blowing up on this person. Like it kind of feels like if you're not going to listen to any fucking thing I say anyway, then I might as well just tell you how I really feel. Like there's this bubbling of anger. And maybe it's not just one person, y'all. Maybe it's the world. Like everybody's just not to your level of, I don't know, dude, everything. Intelligence, peacefulness, mindfulness, spiritualness, like whatever. And so the advice that your spirit guides want me to tell you is to remember, this is specifically what somebody's spirit guide just said, remember mind, body, soul. Like it's like a 3-step process when you get into this energy where mentally we're starting to get pissed off. We're starting, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting overwhelmed with the fact that people are not meeting my expectations. And so we need to immediately like replace that thought with a positive one. We need to tell ourselves that the reason they're not meeting those expectations are because those expectations are too high, because we don't meet them ourselves, or because they're going through something that they can't avoid, right? And so the other part is, you know, empathy and body and like how you're feeling. Feel your way through it, because a lot of what's going on in your energy right now in terms of you know, having these more vulnerable conversations, your spirit guide is talking about you still having this demeanor about you where it's like, I'm going to open up and I'm going to be vulnerable and I'm going to try here, but you're still trying with an intended outcome. You're not actually sitting and feeling that energy. You're thinking your way through it. And so we need to come back into body and we need to feel that. And if it's, you know, something like anger that we don't want to literally sit and feel because that, you know, who wants to feel that, or sadness or whatever, then go work out. And then we bring it back to, you know, that soul and that special consciousness and understanding, awareness that we are here to help people, y'all. I don't care if this is your 3rd incarnation or your fucking 3 millionth incarnation. We are all here in the 3rd dimension specifically to overcome community, to become a community, because when we get to the next dimension, which we skip the 4th, it goes to the 5th, right? That's what it is. It's a pentagon. It's a home base. It's community and helping one another. So we got to work through this like mind, body, soul and bring ourselves back down to when we feel like unloading on someone, when we feel like being a complete bitch, we have to really think about why we are expecting so much from people. So I guess the advice, my dude, is to not blow up, but I feel like the energy around you is like somebody's irritating you and, you know, you're trying as much as you can, but they're just not getting it. And dude, sometimes in those situations, it's best to just like walk away from the situation, you know what I mean? Because like the more we put ourselves in a situation that we can't fully express ourselves for whatever reason, because we can't or we don't want to, what's the point? You know what I mean? Just like, it's not worth getting mad over. It's not worth getting mad over, girl. That's what they want me to tell you. Okay. All right, Gemini. Let's see what's up. What's the vibe? All my cards just kind of fell, and I started hearing, oh God, what's that song? Ed Sheeran's like, lay it all on me. Lay it all on me. I don't know the rest of the words or the lyrics, but there might be a message in that for you. But I do kind of feel like the energy surrounding you is kind of like laying it all on the line, whatever that may manifest for you. Y'all, are you arguing with a Taurus? This is the same freaking card that Taurus got. Queen of Swords in reverse. Y'all saw me shuffle. Listen. I feel like you are in a conflict with somebody that you really like cannot seem to get through to. Like there is an energy of laying it all on the line. Like I really feel like if you haven't already, with whatever situation, whatever person this is, maybe it's a job, I don't know, but like we need to lay it all on the line. We need to actually say how we feel about this situation and stop trying to feel from the other person's perspective, because if you are arguing with a Taurus or somebody who has Taurus placements, like they are not feeling that empathy right now. So like we have to stop thinking about it from their feeling perspective, and we have to start thinking about it from us. And we've been silent for too long, dude. Like we are just like hearing them and we're hearing them and we're hearing them. But nothing is changing. And it's because we haven't spilled. We haven't said what we needed to say. We're so afraid of coming across as a bitch or an asshole or, you know, whatever. But how are people supposed to know how to treat us if we don't tell them? You know, if we are just always absorbing what other people need and trying to, you know, teach ourselves how to be better for them, we're actually not teaching them anything. Do you know what I mean? And so there's this energy of like wanting to say something, wanting to express something, and being fearful of doing it for how we are going to come across, because I don't feel like this is a sensitive subject. I feel like it's like, change, or I'm gonna quit, I'm gonna walk out, I'm gonna leave, I don't want to be friends anymore. Like whatever the situation is, it feels big, y'all. And I feel like you've been trying to keep the peace, and you've been trying to like, I don't know, it's like somebody who keeps telling us all of the things that like we are doing wrong, or ways that we could be better, or, you know, they're acting this way because we're acting a certain way. It's very much like that energy. And instead of us being like, actually, you are the reason I'm doing that. You know, there's no like press back from you, Gemini. And I feel like you need to do this for your own sanity, dude. I feel like we need to go to that bitchy place. You can be a bitch, Gemini. Don't lie to me. Okay? We need to, and it's not, obviously your spirit guides don't just want you to go around and like be mean to people, but in situations where we are energetically attacked or energetically absorbing and always caring about the other person, sometimes we need to dig deep to that Queen of Swords in reverse, that manipulative, bitchy energy, and be like, listen, nobody treats me like that. Sorry. I'm not going to be friends. I'm not going to work here. I'm not going to continue down this path. Nobody treats me like that. You've done that for too long. That's your energy right now. And your advice too. You've either done that or you need to do that. And if you've done that, I'm telling you, the situation is going to change. I see rainbows. I see like crossing over a bridge. I feel like not only are you going to transform in your soul and your consciousness, it's going to teach the other person like, oh shit, I was so wrapped up in myself. I didn't even realize you felt that way. I had literally no idea, you know? And then we're just like, well, you're supposed to just know. That's not how life works. That's not how life works. So if you do this, if you have this, I don't want to call it a blow up, because you do seem very like poised, at least what I'm seeing when you do have this conversation. Not blow up, but you know, once we finally freaking say what we want to say, the thing you want is on the other side of it. Like the happiness and the people respecting you, or being right in the situation, dude. I don't know what's going on, but like you get it. If it's a raise, give me the freaking raise or I walk. Okay, well then you get the raise, but you got to say it first. You feel me? All right. Get it, Gemini. All right, Cancer. Let's see what's up. What's the vibe? Okay. You got the Page of Swords, in reverse, my friend. Listen, I heard you look really pretty today. And regardless of who I'm talking about, I think the energy surrounding you right now, Cancer, is to really stop thinking about all the things that you could be. Stop thinking about all of these grand avenues you want to take for learning and thriving and growing and spending. Like, what, you know, however your manifestation is right now, whatever it is that you're like looking out towards the future to, just like, I want to do this and I want to do this and I want to do this, all because we feel as if it makes us feel better, right? I got a big new nice thing that makes me feel better. I'm studying this, I'm working my ass off for this, that makes me, I just saw 111, feel better. That makes me feel fulfilled. But I think the energy surrounding you right now, Cancer, is you're overwhelming yourself with that. Like, you place all these unnecessary pressures on yourself to be smart, to be enough, to be successful, to be happy. It's like so much emphasis on that you're studying everything you could possibly study to figure yourself out, to figure out how to do this thing, to get this thing. And I think the energy surrounding you right now, or at least what your spirit guides want me to tell you, is come back down. Come back down to ego, girl. Come back down to just like right now, today. What do I love about myself today? Do you look cute today? Did you get a new outfit that makes you feel good? Like, did you spend an hour reading? Did you do some yoga? Did you have a nice conversation with somebody? Hey, chode. They want you to take, you know, away all of the pressure and emphasis on being more, being smart, being well-cultured and well-rounded, and then like beating yourself up for it when you just want to like eat some Cheetos in bed. You know what I mean? So I think right now you're kind of going through this push and pull of like being excited at like learning and knowledge and self-help, it almost feels like, or treating yourself, or being in a space in life and time where we are just like doing things for us, but in a way that we're putting it back on us, which really, that's your ego, girl. But you know, to be more. And I think we need to just come back down to like, how do I feel today? I don't need to go on this huge journey. I don't need to overwhelm myself with 20 different routines I can do in the morning to make me feel more mindful. You know what I mean? Just like let your body flow. You're so used to articulating and planning your life, Cancer, and like making sure that you avoid certain emotions to have like the ultimate outcome. It's like you try to like get around it to succeed and get the most positive outcome, that you're forgetting to just like love us for us now, even if we don't have the outcome, you know? Or love that person now, even if you don't have the outcome, even if you know they're going to break up with you in 5 months, even if you know they're going to relapse, whatever. Just like right now, Cancer. I got it, like, for somebody out there, I feel like somebody's trying to like go back to school, or like pay $10,000 to get some sort of certification, or like there's something about feeling like you want to do some sort of schooling or extra learning or something, thinking that that's going to give you the skill set or the thing that you need to like go further. And I gotta be honest with you, someone's spirit guide is saying that's actually not the move right now. You can learn things and make your current experience better by experiencing, okay, rather than trying to absorb knowledge, which obviously we want to always be absorbing knowledge, but you know what I mean? Like, it's the energy, the mindset behind why we're trying to get that certification, why we're trying to go back to school, because we're saying we're not enough now, and we won't be unless we do that. You feel me? So that was for somebody, dude. I don't know. I don't think that last part was for everybody, but all right, Cancer, chill out. Go have some drinks with your friends. All right, Leo, let's check the vibe. right, Leo. The energy surrounding you right now, it's very, I just heard the word monumental, but it's not necessarily what I was going to say. There's a lot of energy behind it. There's a lot of motion behind it. I feel like there's been some choices that you've needed to make. It kind of feels like where to go, maybe where to move, or kind of what to move on from, because at the end of the day, there has been something that has been draining you, draining your energy. It feels a little bit like abandonment also. So maybe somebody in your circle wasn't supporting you or like taking care of you in a way that we thought that they should. Or I mean, it could be a number of things, right? But there was some sort of situation, or is some sort of situation, that truthfully is no good for you anymore. Okay. And so the universe is pushing you towards making a choice. And I feel like that choice is I just saw 22. So it could be a person, to kind of get over this person, to move forward from this person, to, I just heard the term, stop beating a dead horse with this person or situation. Could be a job, things like that, right? But I feel like here in the near future, if you haven't already, really make that choice to stop sort of with the excuses of looking at all of these different options and talking ourselves in or out of all of these different options, you know what I mean? And like making excuses for them. And I feel like I feel like just the universe is pushing so many things around you to like force you into a direction. And I feel like that direction is away from something. So. All right, Virgo, a storm's rolling in, so it's getting dark. Let's go ahead and check the vibe. What's up? What's up with Virgo? You know, the first thing they want me to tell you is, I'll get into it and I'll see, but even if there's like some intense energy going on around you, your spirit guides want me to tell you that you're doing a very good job at like breathing. And while I do feel like there's an effort to look into the future, or maybe the past, or, you know, something's kind of pulling your mind in different directions, you are really attempting to stay in the present moment. And I like that for you. Okay, what is this? 7 of Wands is what we got. And yeah, dude, like that's Virgo, that's kind of this energy I'm feeling. Like, I feel like shit in life is coming at you right now. You know, whatever it is, if people are coming at you, if jobs are coming at you, or opposite of that, maybe things are stagnant, maybe things aren't going your way. And, you know, in this deck and some other decks specifically, like the 7 of Wands, yeah, it's about like defending yourself. I feel like Virgo, you've whatever's going on in life, like you have to defend your position. You have to be like, I can't do that because of this. I want to do that because of this. Like, you've really had to draw some lines with other people and also yourself. But a lot of the times the 7 of Wands is like retreating to self though. And so like while all of this I just saw 3-3 as I said that, while all of this chaos is maybe going on around you, while all of these people need something from you or demanding something from you, while you have all of these people, these bosses or whoever, like looking over your shoulder to see what you're gonna do, are you gonna do the right thing, like while all of that is going on, you are in this bubble, you are in this power stance, right? Like you are standing strong and you have the whole universe behind you helping you get through this. Like, I don't know, Virgo, I feel like the energy around you right now does seem to be, I feel like a fire's burning around me. I feel like, you know that meme where it's like the dumpster's on fire, but you're just like drinking a soda? Like you're just fucking, you know, like you are maintaining your own peace. And if you're struggling to do that, then that is the advice also. With all of the shit going around, Virgo, I know that you like to control things. I know that you like certain answers. I know that you like certain procedures or ways of doing things, right? And something going on right now around you, there's something is out of your control that we really need to come back to self. And it is really important for us to take time off work, to meditate, to do yoga or exercise, or just hang out with friends. Like it's very, or even just self-reflect on why are all of these things being chaotic around me, because my outside reality is a reflection of how I feel and my belief systems. But to an extent, Virgo, I feel like you've already been doing that. And I feel like that's why we've been able to maintain this sense of peace, even though everything else is burning around us. So honestly, it's just kind of like a good job. The vibe around you is crazy, but like, I really feel like you're protected. I literally see like a bubble, like a force field around you, protecting you. So like, just keep breathing, dude. Just keep breathing, and we're gonna get through this. Okay? All right, Libra, what's up? Hi, how's it going? Let's check the vibe. What's going on with our Libras? For sure. Hanged Man. In reverse, though. Okay, Libra. Listen, I just feel like you were the queen of making the right choices. And I feel like, I just heard incubator. I feel like you've been sitting on something. You've been kind of sitting on a decision. You've been mulling it over. We've been... I just heard like really focusing on who it's going to affect. So maybe it's a choice you're making on behalf of other people, or maybe it's something like wanting to leave my job or whatever that's going to affect other people, right? But there's something that you've been like mulling over, and I think you've made the choice, or at least mentally, right? Like, we may think that we're still thinking about it. We may still think like, oh, and if I don't like it, then, but like, girl, you made the choice. And I really like this energy because, you know, it's coming out of that Hanged Man, where the Hanged Man is it's stagnation. Yes, it's patience, but it's not like procrastination. It's self-awareness. It's going into the cave. It's getting spiritual awareness or guidance on what to do. So it's making very informed, educated choices in your life. And I think that's what they want me to tell you. 4-4, as I say that, like, whatever choice this is, Libra, like, whatever you're like, I'm just gonna do it, or this is the choice that I've made, or, you know, I hope that was the right choice. Like, they're telling you that it was. And now we're coming out of this spiritual cocoon, is what I just heard, and we're, excuse me, like, ready to take action on it, take action into the world. And I'm also seeing a lot of like blooming flowers and stuff like that. So this may come to fruition in spring, but this choice we made, really, I just feel like it's symbolism, you guys, for creating something new, like starting fresh, like growing healthily, which there's a lot of kind of darkness, I'll be honest with you, in these cards. I mean, the Hanged Man is not so bad, but like at least the Two of Swords, right? Like it's been a challenge. It's been a challenge to, I just heard like something about all the moving parts. Like there's a lot of moving parts to this. There's a lot that is going on and has been very challenging. And you've really made this decision from a place of spirituality or like faith or consciousness, truly from a good intentional space. And because of that, I really feel like it's birthing something new. It's creating this new version of yourself that's more, I was gonna say wholesome, but that's not the word I'm looking for, but like whole, like big, like this is it, Libra. Like fucking 0 to 60, guns a-blazing. Like, we've made the decision. We're coming out of the Hanged Man. It's time to go. It's time to take action. Go, go, go. 333, as I said that. Mind, body, soul. Whatever this is, your energy right now, what's surrounding you is like a fucking spiritual awakening, man. It's like it's trying to... I think that's already happened, and I think that we're ready to like break out into the world now as like this new butterfly, right? It's like spring, it's like cocoon, it's like butterfly, it's new beginnings, it's starting over. It's such beautiful energy. I love that for you. Take all of the opportunities you're about to receive because you made that choice. You told the universe what you want, so now the universe is going to bring it all to you. Don't be afraid to take it. Don't be afraid of success, Libra. Okay? All right, Scorpio, let's see. What's that? What's the vibe? What's the energy? Ace of Swords in the reverse. I don't know, Scorpio. I'm kind of feeling like somebody in your life, somebody around you is not being 100% honest about their feelings. And, you know, I'm talking to a lot of people here. So in some cases, this could be deceptive. And in other cases, it might just be that, you know, your person or the person in question just doesn't really understand how to process emotions. Like they don't really know how to talk about those things. And so what ends up happening is like they create a lot of energetic confusion. And I think that confusion, because you are so empathetic and you feel people's emotions so easily, but you hold on to them, right? So you're taking their fears and their confusion energetically, you're holding on to that, and then you're attaching that energy to your fears, to your confusion and insecurity. So the energy around you right now is, I feel like you don't have clarity on something. I feel like something or someone is really confusing you. It's like, you do like me or you don't, or like, my job is safe or it's not, or like, I should do this thing or I shouldn't. Like, I'm very confused. And maybe even spiritually, maybe even when you're like trying to communicate with your spirit guides, it's like, I'm confused. You're telling me to do this, but then you're telling me to do this. It's like a confusion, right? And your spirit guides are telling me that blockage has to do with somebody in your aura. It feels like a man, even if it's not romantic. Like if you're a dude or whatever, I don't know, people just love people, but you know what I mean? Like it could be platonic, it could be a coworker. It doesn't have to be romantic, though it can be. To me, it feels like a man, and I'm not talking energy, like masculine energy. I'm talking like literally a man in your life. Seems to be confusing you with like, are they interested? Are they not? Do they want to do this business deal? Do they not? Like, are they okay or are they not? Like, and because you, Scorpio, have that tendency to pull on that emotion and hold it as your own, I think we're starting to think that it's about us. I think we're starting to feel like, oh, the reason they're so wishy-washy is because they don't want to do this deal with me. Oh, the reason they're so wishy-washy is because they don't love me. Oh, the reason that they're giving me the back and forth is because they're a liar and a cheat and whatever. And maybe that's the case. You know your people better than I do. But like, I just feel like this person struggles. I gotta keep it real with you. I did just hear toxic masculinity, but I don't want to label anybody, right? I think this is just somebody that doesn't understand how to express their emotions, first of all, vulnerably, but like effectively either. It almost feels like when this person tries to communicate their emotions, they meet like you don't even have to say anything. They could just be communicating, speaking 333 their emotions, and then like they catch themselves and they're like, oh, I don't like that. Oh, dude, no, fucking, and then they get like defensive and like flip the story in the middle of telling it, which then for you, Scorpio, is like, I'm so confused, right? So what your spirit guides are saying is we really need to, I keep hearing like baths and like water and things like that. I feel like you really need to cleanse your aura, take a lot of showers, especially when you're around this person, or just if you don't know who this is, it could just be an energy of people, right? Just make sure that because you soak up so much, you are constantly in water, cleansing, selenite, crystals, right? Things of that nature to really protect your energy. Because I'm hearing that like a lot of the things that you're confused about or you think are wrong or we're doing wrong or is our fault or something like that, I'm hearing it's not. It's literally not, and I think you're thinking too far into it, and it's really just like a soaking of energy, because that's what happens, Scorpio, or whoever's watching this section in particular. Like, let's say I'm next to somebody who is about to lose their house and they are just so upset over this. Excuse me. So they have this energy, and so I'm soaking up that energy. Well, I'm not afraid of losing my house, I'm not afraid of paying rent or whatever, so it's going to manifest into what I'm currently afraid of, which I'll be vulnerable with you, is like my weight and stuff like that, right? So now all of that energy that I've soaked up from that person that's meant to be about money or whatever, because I've soaked it up and made it my own, now I feel like that person thinks I'm ugly, that person is upset with me because I can't follow through and go to the gym, like whatever. Do you see what I mean? That's how energy and fear transfers and grows. So just know that when all of a sudden, it's all of a sudden, Scorpio, when all of a sudden we start to feel like anxious or nervous or fearing something, and it's like maybe you have those fears, right? Because it's manifesting as your own fears, but like, I wasn't thinking about that, I wasn't going down that road, I thought I was being very positive, and now all of a sudden I feel like my partner doesn't love me, like what the fuck? Know that you are soaking up somebody else's energy, and immediately cleanse. Sage, palo, crystals, baths, right? Epsom salt, things of that nature. So I just think you need to cleanse your aura, and I think the things that we're confused on or whatever is because we're soaking up other people's stuff and it's not our own. So maybe take a deep breath in that knowing. You feel? All right, Sagittarius, what is up? What's the vibe? Okay. Ace of Cups. And I also want to point out you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Because, Sagittarius, I really feel like the energy around you is love. I gotta be real. It feels more so than anything supportive. So, for a lot of you, this is going to be literal romantic love. I feel like it's coming out of being single. I feel like it's finding a partner truly that, and here's what I want to say, Sag, it's like someone that loves themselves enough to overflow that love to you. And if it's not like a romantic partner, I feel like there's someone, or maybe even multiple people in your energy field right now, or who want to come forward and help you. Like, if this is not a love thing, it could possibly be that you've just been going through it. It's been hard to be independent. Maybe it's been hard to pay bills. Maybe it's been hard to stay sane, just feeling kind of alone and very isolated. The energy surrounding you is that, like, there are people that want to give you love, that want to give you support, that more than anything, this energy I'm channeling for you is like support from other people. And I do want to say that a lot of it has to do with your self-love work, because Sagittarius, I feel like whatever you've been going through, even if you've been around people, even if you've been in a relationship, even if you have friends, all of these things, it's like you've been going through it alone, like feeling alone in a sea of people, like making decisions on your own, like not wanting to open up about the things that you are struggling with, or literally just like being alone, you know what I mean? Like, people are busy, or we can't find a romantic partner, things like that. And I feel like we've been going it alone, and we've had this struggle, and we haven't really noticed. Yeah, man, that's what it is. Like, we haven't really noticed the abundance of love and support that's around us. Like, the energy surrounding you, Sagittarius, is like, you don't have to do it alone. And you've never been alone. But I think that's becoming apparent now. I think you are at least aligning with the right people, right? Even if it is, we've been literally alone and now people are coming in for that support. It just feels like people that are more aligned, and it has to do with the fact that you have spent this time alone and self-reflected and loved yourself and said, you know what, if nobody's gonna help me, I'll just have to help myself. You know what, if nobody's gonna love me, I'm just gonna love myself. And because of that, you're attracting that energy now. So it's not random, it's not by chance, it's literally because you, truthfully, dude, you became so scared and anxiety ridden that this thing would never happen for you, or you would never have love and support or happiness or anything. Like, we got to a point where we were so afraid of that, of being abandoned, that we had no other choice but to love ourselves. And because of that, now we're aligned with people loving us. I'm telling you, man, good shit comes out of intense fear, intense anxiety, being pushed into a corner, having things ripped from us and taken away, and having chaos in our life. Like, we tend to feel like all of this is happening and it's impossible and overwhelming for me to get through it, but really it's trying to bring us the thing that we want. We're stubborn ass people, man, especially you Sagittarius. I know that. We stubborn ass people, and sometimes we need the universe to just like smack us over the head and then like pick us up and tell us they love us. You know what I mean? That's the energy that's surrounding you right now. And I love it, because these have been, some of these have been a little hard, and I really like this energy for you. I'm very happy for you. All right, Capricorn. What's up? How are you? Let's check the vibe. Let's see what's going on. Six of Cauldrons, or Six of Cups. Let's see what's on the back of it. It feels like we've been working really hard at... That's a weird thing to say. They said we've been working really hard at nostalgia, which is why I'm like, that's a weird thing to say. But it's like you've reached a point, Capricorn, where you're kind of looking around. It's almost like a spiritual awakening after a spiritual awakening, where we look around and we're like, I've done all of the right self-help things. I've done all of the right spiritual things, all of the right, you know, what the right thing to do is. I've done all of those things. And there's still a little bit of discontentment. Maybe it's not discontentedness. Maybe it's like exhaustion from like working so hard at trying to be happy, and we're still just like not 100% there. And it's like exhausting to look around at things and be like, yeah, this is great. I love this. I have a friend. I have a lover. I have money. Like everything's fine. But why am I still not fine? And so the energy and or guidance, my dude, is that the universe wants you, your spirit guides wants you to go back to like childhood, dude. Go back to nostalgia. Like, and I feel like some of you have been doing that, but you're coming at it from a place of work. And well, you're a Capricorn, of course. You're trying to like analyze these emotions. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to plan. You're trying to, you know, again, do the right thing and be the right person, but trying to find what it was that ever really made you happy, so you can try to do that now. And it's like, while that is your guidance to like look back and be like, okay, what made me happy when I was young, when I had no worries about anything that was going on, right? Like what really made me happy? And your spirit guides are saying that what we've been looking for is like things, people, relationships, friendships, hobbies, whatever, like things. But your spirit guides are saying it's supposed to be more of you going back and feeling like emotions, like astral traveling back to those memories. And how are you feeling? Because I don't think it's things, dude. I think what you're missing is emotional connections. Like when you're young and you don't have boundaries and you don't have expectations and you don't have, you know, standards for how you want your relationships and life to go, you were just open and vulnerable with anybody. You just wanted to be friends. You just want to have friends, right? You wanted to be popular. You wanted to have emotional connection. Truly, you wanted people to see you for you, because that was when you were the most you. And so when you are trying really hard at this nostalgia, it's like we're trying to analyze and gather data, when really your spirit guides want you to go back to just like letting those guards down. It's not work. You don't have to work to find love. You don't have to work to find friends. You don't have to work at all, really, right? it's work to keep up your boundaries. It's work to keep all of these expectations. And that's not to say that we just allow any and everybody into our life, but the moment that they don't meet those expectations, we don't have to like let them go. We don't have to be like, oh, you can't be my friend. Oh, you can't be my lover. Sorry. No, like we can still honor the energy and appreciate the connection that you do have with that person. You know what I mean? For somebody watching, for some Capricorn, there's like a parent relationship, like a father-child relationship. I feel like we're trying to heal. We're trying to go back to, I have a lot of Capricorn in my chart and I'm channeling this and I kind of feel like it's for me also, but like going back to those moments as a child when you weren't tainted by all of the shit that they've done to you, or all of the maybe health shit they're going through, or you know, just being tainted by what has happened. It's really about going back and just like remembering the happy moments with that parent, whoever that is. And if it wasn't a real dad, if your dad wasn't around, you know, that person that you look to for that, and loving them from that space, then this space of responsibility and work and working hard to keep boundaries so you don't get hurt. You know what I mean? I'm also seeing a trip for somebody like overseas, or like going in a boat or a plane or a different country or something like that. I think it's needed. I think you should accept that opportunity should it come your way. All right, Aquarius, what's up? Let's check the vibe. Let's see what's going on. What's the energy? What's it about? First and foremost, we have Ace of Shields or Pentacles in the reverse. But don't focus on Bodhi's butt. What are we doing, camera? We have, I've just been pulling one card, girl, but we got all these cards for you. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, or Nine of Shields in reverse. And then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And this is why I always say that I hear, see, and feel things, and I just pull cards to confirm. Because, you know, this feels like a negative energy, at least looking at the cards. But, girl, it's not. Like, we are in this Aries, Aquarius, we're in this energy, Aquarius, where for once we are not trying to solidify something. We are not trying to put a timeline on something, a goal, an expectation, right? Like this could be anything. We got a lot of pentacles, so maybe it's business, okay? Maybe it's contracts. Like it's giving energy of like, I'm not trying to sign a 3-year lease. I'm trying to sign a month-to-month situation. I don't know who I'm going to be in 3 years, right? Or relationships, like let's keep it casual, let's stay in each other's energy, but like I'm not trying to like move in or anything like that, like, you know. And it's not a fear-based energy, which is what I like, Aquarius. It's like for once in our life we are not so attached to the outcome, and we were finally learning how to live in the present moment, and at the same time it's teaching you to be vulnerable and honest with your emotions, like, because it's like we've stopped pretending like everything is fine. Like we're out of this, everything's fine. No, I'm fine. No, I'm cool. I'll handle it. I'm cool. I don't want to bother you with my stuff. We're coming out of that energy. We're saying, I don't know who I'm going to be 3 years from now. I don't know who I'm going to be 5 minutes from now. So I'm going to be me authentically in this moment. And what that feels like is no commitments to me. And again, in a very good energy. So if you're watching this for an Aquarius and they can't commit to you right now, it's a beautiful energy. It's not because they don't love you or don't want to be with you or whatever. It's like, it's just like for once they are living free. You guys are living free and in the moment. And I find that really beautiful because Aquarius, they're telling me that you have kind of kept up this blockage. Like you, let's say your affirmations, or you, go to church. And I know an Aquarius, so some of their spirit guides are talking to me, but like, you know, you're doing these things where you are manifesting or like expecting abundance to come through, but it's kind of like we've always had this block and not really understood like why things can't just like go our way. But it's because we've been trying to control them. It's because we have been feeling abandonment or loneliness, or like chaos is just fucking around us 24/7, you know, but we don't want to bring other people down with that. But we're like coming out of that. It's like, I'll be me, because I don't, who cares if you want to be with me tomorrow or not? I might be a different person. I don't know if I even want to be with you. I don't know if I want to be friends with you. I don't know if I'm going to quit this job in 6 months. So who cares? I'm just going to do the work that I do now. You know, it's very like, I'm just going to be me, because I'm not planning on this commitment. I'm not banking on this thing to give me the validation and love and manifestation that I need. I'm just going to let shit happen. And I love that. This is like this is a good energy. I really like this energy, girl. It came from pissiness, is what your spirit guide just said. It came from being backed into a wall a little bit. It came from searching and searching and searching and searching for our soulmate and not finding him, to be like, fine, I'll get in a relationship with this person, and to find out, well, I kind of like this person. Or right, years and years and years of bitching about your job, to be like, you know what? I think it's time to quit. I don't need this job. I could get another job. There's this beautiful release of commitments. I just saw Mediacom too. So if somebody out there is like thinking of literally signing like a lease or a contract or something, just to like save $100, right? Like, oh, if you sign up for 1 year, it's this amount. 2 years is this amount. 3 years, it's the cheapest. Like, someone's spirit guide is like, no, don't do that. Get the shortest one, because you are going to be a different person in a different place. 444, as I said that. And it's like, you want to plan for that. You don't want to plan the specifics. You don't want to plan the control. You don't need the stability of that. You just want to plan for, like, I know shit's always going to be changing. You feel me? All right, fellow Pisceans. I'm a Pisces as well, so I'm very curious to see. Let's check the vibe. What's up? What's going on? What's going on with Pisces? Two, and I will take both of those. I've just been doing one, but we have the Hermit and Rebirth. Dude, this is such cocoon energy. This is, you may be feeling very overwhelmed with like people or situate, like irritated. I'm starting to feel like, for those of you that have not realized that you need hermit, you need alone time, you need to go into your cave and reflect and like search for the truth of how you actually feel about things. Like, you need this time. You need time, dude, to like think and process and go through whatever it is that you're going through. But for some of you that haven't done that, I feel like it's building and building to this point that we're like frustrated and we're like annoyed with people, and we just feel like, I just want to be alone. I just want to be alone. I don't want anybody to talk to me. I want, you know, and the brighter side to that, the more beautiful, energetic, light side to that, y'all, is the universe is pushing you into this isolation and pushing you away from other people, because right now is a super abundant time for you, Pisces. Like, right now, you should be in your cocoon, in your incubator, just creating. And the reason that you want to do that alone or not around other people is because you are very, Pisces, dude, come on. You're very intuitive. You're very empathetic, right? You can feel other people's thoughts. You can feel other people's emotions all of the time. And it's hard to separate them from ourselves. We have to do a lot of protection work, right? Being the last in the zodiac signs as well. So they want you to really take this time. I just heard 2 months specifically. Like, over the next 2 months, you might feel a little isolated. You might feel a little alone. You might even feel a little bored or something, right? But we have to stay in this abundant mindset of like, things might be slow right now. Things might be stagnant. People might not be texting me. People might not want to be hanging out. I don't know. Or I don't want to hang out. Everybody's driving me freaking insane. I just want to watch TV and eat some chips, you know? Like, it's very much craving being alone energy, but we have to like stay focused in that over the next 2 months, that like, it's not a punishment, it's not a vacation, dude, actually, is what I just heard from somebody's spirit guide. It's not a time to just like sleep in late and not do your chores, or like, you know, like, it's, or watch TV. Like, we have to really sit and meditate and receive guidance, because you guys are birthing something. It's something new. Y'all are starting a new job, you're starting a hobby, you are creating something, you're creating art, like you just got a new relationship maybe. Like there's just something that is birthing. I hate that word, but they keep specifically saying birthing. There's something you are creating, giving birth to, something new. But it also doesn't feel new. It just feels like you're finally getting this time to like isolate and not be affected by other energy. So keeping your home is going to be really important. Like your home really energetically high vibrational and like clean and things like that is going to be really important to you too, because Pisces, you soak up all that energy. 4/4, you soak up all that energy too. If your house is dirty, if you got dirty dishes everywhere, you're soaking up dirty dish energy. Okay, do you want to soak up dirty dish energy? No. So make sure everything is conducive for you to really like go get it, man. Like wake up, get it, create. Think of new ideas. Think of a different way to process something. Maybe you do take a vacation from work. You take 2 weeks off or something. You come home, you sit, you think, you incubate. You don't talk to anybody. You really find out how you feel about that job. And then when you go back, you can either walk away from it if you want to, but you've thought of ways in which you can handle things differently, right? And we got coworkers out of our ears because we've isolated, right? And we've taken time for self to kind of figure out how to make these things better. It's hard to do that for you, Pisces, when you're surrounded by people. Like every 3 to 4 days, you need like a day by yourself. I know that's hard to do with most people working like 5 days a week, but like you have to max 5 days and take 1 whole day off from people. Like that's the message, dude. It's so important. It's like again with the fucking birth shit. I don't have kids, but you know, like when you maternity leave or whatever, like we need this time to be with our baby, to be with our creation, and really make sure it's off to a good start in the way that we want it, and our mindset is right and our belief system is right, so that when we go back into the chaos, we'll be able to navigate it. You feel me? Something's coming off the ground, dude. Something's taking off for you. Congrats. All right, everybody, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you stayed to the end or are watching this outro, I just want to let you know a couple things. First and foremost, today I used the Celtic Tarot. This was a really dope deck. It was a gift to me by my partner's mom. It's really cool. It's got some interesting stuff. But anyways, if you were interested in that and wanted to buy that. Otherwise, I hope that you enjoyed your reading. More than anything, I hope that you got something from it. If you could give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me, stuff like that. It helps grow my business at absolutely no cost to you. But if you want to buy me a beer or something, there'll be links in the description box below or the post or whatever, with all my Venmo, PayPal, Cash App stuff for tips. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.